DJ, man, hurry up. Come here. You gotta hear this song, Lil Jug drop. It's so fire. Do it, Jug.
All right, I got you. I'm gonna hit you with just the chorus, okay?
Ooh, the chorus.
Okay, you drop the beat. Yeah, I got you. Come on. Young DJ, call me Rookie of the Year. Do a spin move, might just end your whole career. I'm with Shammy, he's a legend of the game.
Legend.
Love me, baby, calling out my name.
Hey, what is going on up in here? Brandon, get you and your mom out of here right now.
Sorry, Coach.
All right, we got a game to prepare for. I want to see everybody focused here, okay? We have a game in a few.
Right.
I need to see people watching film, you know? Mentally
Film.
preparing themselves.
Okay,
And get out there and shoot around if you haven't already.
Shoot around. Yes, Coach. Got you, Coach.
Yeah.
We're going to be out there.
See, that's what I like to hear, Shammy. Because I'm the coach and I make all the rules.
Hey, man, where did you come from? You got me in trouble. That's what you did.
My guy.
My guy, what's up, DJ?
Listen, man, I heard you got invited to MJ's golf tournament, all right? I want to make you an offer you can't refuse. You got to get me on the list, okay? Gift card, the Bish's Bistro.
That's not gonna do it, bro.
All right. What about a card? Now, that's the best I could do. It's the best I could do. Come on.
I wish I could help you out, man. I can't get you on the list.
What you mean you can't get me on the list, man?
It's an exclusive event. MJ golf tournament?
I know, bro, but we boys. You're supposed to help me out.
Man, I have no control over that. I don't send the invitation.
Come on, man. I have to get in this tournament.
Keep doing work on the court. You'll be there next year. You good?
You too. That hurts, man.
You good, bro.
Hurt.
We've got rabid Los Angeles fans packed inside this. Well, Clark, as we were just talking about, it's an early part of the season, and teams are still adjusting to the players they've got on these rosters. And if you're a coach, how worried are you about wins and losses at this point of the season?
Well, you're always conscious of wins and losses. That's what you're judged on. But you also have to be balanced in your approach, understanding it's a long season and that you're going to be foremanning throughout the season as a team coming together, and that takes time. You just can't rush it. So you can't major in the minors. You got to keep your eye on the big picture and keep working towards who and what you think your team can become.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Suns, Booker the 2 and Jackson the 3, the up-and-coming wing pair. Then out there with Allen Williams. And it's Peyton in at point guard. Los Angeles on D. It's a three-point game. We're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance, felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. Been a pretty even matchup this season with each team winning one game. So what's the key tonight as they try to take the advantage? He said in a word, defense. They can score with anybody, and we can score too, but we can't get into a shootout with these guys. We have to slow it down and make this a slugfest. We'll see if that strategy pays off tonight with a win. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Exactly. I mean, they've got to be the ones dictating the tempo and the pace. Keep the high-octane offense on the other side in check.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Misses off the left iron. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Payton. The rebound by A-Train.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Those 3-pointers off the mark. And here are the Suns now. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, when you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for ball. Randall kicks to Thomas. Over Payton. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, he knew he had him beat, Greg. I mean, that was clear. Took advantage of the space he had and then calmly and quietly drained it from the mid-range. That's good basketball.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It's on Isaiah Thomas. The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Passes to A-Train. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 6 points for A-Train.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
They set the pick. Here's Booker. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big time work. Really distracting them, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
Caldwell Pope outside. Kicks it to Ingram. Picked by Randall. The 3 from Thomas hits the 3-point bomb. Thomas got his 2nd basket of the night.
And, you know, Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He also passes the ball pretty well.
Booker against Caldwell Pope. Glenn, a screen. The kick out to Williams. Len sets a screen for Payton. Shot off the pick. 2nd chance shot. Len's shot is off.
The defense did not do a good job guarding that one, Kevin. Don't know how he missed that layup.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Defended by Booker. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And one of the more surprising moves this past offseason was when the Pistons let KCP go. 2 sides couldn't see eye to eye on a contract, and eventually they let him be an unrestricted free agent.
And Greg, Caldwell Pope ultimately ends up on the Los Angeles Lakers. Strange to see such a talented player get renounced by his old team, the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, you just don't see that very often. And after the Bradley trade, the Pistons seemed ready to move on. Lucky for the Lakers to pick up a player like Caldwell Pope so late in free agency. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Left side, Williams. Williams a screen. Jackson has the open look. It's good from long range. Jackson's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns. Lakers leading by 5. Thomas dishes to Ingram. Pass to Randall. Back to Ingram. Now on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Booker.
And up and down this Suns roster, there is a ton of youth. One of the younger teams in our league last season, and that was weighted, put Tyson Chandler's age. A lot of young players looking to make their mark here in the NBA.
And another shot. There's Williams, and it's denied.
Does not have a shot blocker's reach, but Randall makes up for it with excellent anticipation.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And last season, the Suns broke their franchise record for the youngest starting 5 the team has ever put on the court on multiple occasions.
Yeah, and with those young lineups, you could see the benefits, but also the concerns. I mean, they got a lot of extended looks at young players, and this team figures to have a bright future. But let's face it, there were some inconsistent stretches because of that youth. It's always difficult for a young group to learn how to become efficient and effective in the half court.
Feeds it to Daniels. Here's the screen. It's deflected.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
But still early. I mean, they just got to trust their offense and work to get stops.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Payton kicks to Williams. And that time, also a missed shot.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Suns trail by 14. Payton kicks to Williams. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Daniels. And the Suns miss again.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Timeout called, the Suns. And for the Lakers, a big boost to their franchise fortunes this summer. They not only stay in the top 3, but move up a spot, able to draft hometown kid Lonzo Ball.
And, you know, the Lakers drafting second in the lottery for the 3rd straight year, Kevin. You got to cash in on those picks eventually. And Ball, I think, has the chance to be really an outstanding player. Maybe the best of all their young players, although Brandon Ingram, I think, has a tremendous ceiling. The comparisons to Jason Kidd with Ball, I understand those and don't disagree with them. He can potentially be the kind of franchise point guard you build around.
There's the pick. Hope they get it back. Randall with the ball, working on Chris. Here's A-Train. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. And 11 points for A-Train.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Knight with it. Now Thomas defending. Chandler a screen. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Thomas against Knight. And the pass to A-Train. Here's Kuzma. The Lakers rebound. A-Train, the pass to Thomas. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Thomas got 10.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution, time and time again, right on point. They're running their offense to perfection.
Here's Knight. No good there. Excellent D from A-Train. Los Angeles leading by 22. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Chandler a screen. The three ball. The rebound by A-Train. A-Train's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Randall. Right through the D for the layup. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Well, they've got to take a stand and commit to controlling their defensive backboard. These second chance buckets are killing them.
That's tipped. Thomas against Knight. The 15-footer. Again, the Lakers. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Wells dishes to Thomas. 1:16 left to play in the first. From deep. Chris with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
There's the dish to Wells. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Randall kicks to Wells. And again, it's the Lakers.
Hey, Wells is simply an offensive machine, and he's really confident shooting off the catch.
26 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Daniels with it. Now Thomas defending. Chandler's shot good.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Passes it to A-Train. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Daniels. Over Wells. And so it's Los Angeles in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action after this word. Welcome back, folks. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And the Suns here with a different look. Lenz checked in for Chandler. Allen Williams comes in for Chris. Jackson, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Knight. The young pair of Ingram and Randall are at the forwards. Isaiah Thomas out there with Caldwell Pope. And it's A-Train in at the center filling out the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Payton kicks to Booker. Thomas against Payton. Booker outside. Shoots over Ingram. Again, the miss by Booker.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And more, it's looking like Devin Booker, the 13th pick in the 2015 draft, is going to be one of the biggest steals of that draft class.
And he's one that all GMs are looking at, and they wish they could have a redo. I mean, Booker was very young when he entered the draft, and some teams maybe shied away from that. But clearly he's shown that he could be one of the best players in that class.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Caldwell Pope against Booker. Caldwell Pope passes to Thomas. They set the pick. Shot from 12. That's short off the rim.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Jackson kicks to Payton. On the wing, Booker. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Booker.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And Phoenix making a change here. Daniels is checked in. Pass to A-Train. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And the NBA has had coaches who are as legendary as any player. With that in mind, Clark, who is your pick as the greatest coach of all time?
Man, I can't even begin to have an answer for that one. There's some guys that jump out, though, when you think about that list, who would be on it. Greg Popovich for sure. Phil Jackson would have to be included on that list. Fred Auerbach. Chuck Daly for the way he was able to manage his players. Pat Riley, you'd have to consider him as part of being on somebody worthy of that list as well. And I'll even go back a little farther and throw Lenny Wilkins in the mix. I thought he was really good with a number of different teams that he coached.
Daniels misses and the dry spell continues. Los Angeles has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Ingram kicks to Randall. Back to Ingram. Shoots the three. Here's A-Train. The second chance effort. Williams with the block. And he's able to get it back. Not bad. Phoenix has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Payton dishes to Jackson. Now Payton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. 6 on the shot clock. From the stripe. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Williams for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. A-Train's got his 16th rebound on the night. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, Ingram shot over 40% from three-point range his only season at Duke. Didn't hit near that mark in his rookie season with the Lakers, but no surprise, he's got to learn how to get his shot at the NBA level. But I think he's going to improve in that area and be a heck of a player going forward.
Payton passes to Williams. Got a hand on it. Now the Lakers on the break. Stops. Pops. Randall kicks to Ingram. Releases from the wing and drills it. Ingram's got 9.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers, guys, in his sleep. I mean, the defenses can't allow him to get going from there. That's his sweet spot.
And Ingram has struggled at the free throw line, both in the NBA and in college.
Yeah, and you know, I would agree with this assessment from scouts. Typically, free throw shooting percentage is really a little better predictor of a player's overall marksmanship. So I think Ingram's shooting will improve dramatically because he's got a nice looking shot, the mechanics. Now it's just about the quality of shots he gets and getting stronger. He'll figure that out.
And Phoenix has possession. 1:03 left to play here in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. There's the lob to Jackson, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Josh Jackson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 9 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Len's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Thomas against Payton. Len with a screen on Thomas. On the wing, Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Daniels. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in.
And some people talked about KCP, how he's in.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the team defense has been great, and your defense at the rim has been great as well. Do you think they're hearing some footsteps?
You know, DA, I've personally taken the opportunity to remind the team just how great we are. You know, I've been saying it for months now. We're a team of destiny. I've been telling anyone with ears that all season, but you know, you guys seem to think I'm joking, but I'm dead serious. Dead serious when I say the stars are aligned for us this year. So, you know, it's championship or bust.
And that's when an offense really is out of sync, and you're responsible for it. Congrats.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following half. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. A-Train has been sensational.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
And you know what, Greg? He's showing no signs of slowing down now. This game has been all him, and he's been a force.
Starting the second half, here's Jay Triano's 5. Booker and Jackson, the young perimeter pair. Williams is out there with Len, and it's Payton in at the point guard position.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Really like how he used his body, got outstanding position on the boards, and then maximized it.
For Phoenix, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Well, you know, one of the things young teams typically struggle with is defense. I mean, no surprise that the Lakers have struggled in that area. A lot for them to clean up before they can battle with the big boys across the NBA.
They get it back. No good from A-Train.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Outside Jackson tries a 3. Fresh 24 for the Suns.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Williams dishes to Jackson. Picked by Williams. Jackson missing again. And Clark, when you take a look at the Lakers' young core, do you see the potential for a top-flight defensive team?
Well, I think their talent is more tilted towards the offensive end. Still, I think they can become better by cutting down their mental errors defensively and focusing on the defensive rebounding and getting back in transition. Those things are correctable, and I think the young Lakers will have a chance to improve in those areas.
Len, a screen. Here's Payton. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Boy, sweet J from Peyton. The defense can't afford to leave him open there.
Now the pass to A-Train. Ingram kicks to Randall. And he lays it straight in. Randall's got 8 points.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Peyton attacking. No good off the front iron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
For Los Angeles, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Alex Len. TJ Warren comes in for Jackson. And it's Brandon Knight in for Elfrid Payton.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Passes it to A-Train. And again, the Lakers, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. From 8, and it's blocked, and they get it back. Chandler is screen. Here's Knight. Again, the miss by Knight.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's A-Train. He's guarded by Chandler. No good from A-Train. The Suns shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Count that one. Lakers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Lakers passing it around. Here's Kuzma. And that one is hammered home.
And great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump.
Here's Warren. The shot, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Pass to A-Train. The 3 hits it to go from beyond the arc. A-Train's got 24.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Knight with it. Now guarded by Ball. Chandler is screen. Warren kicks to Chandler. Shot clock at 6. Knight for 3. The offensive rebound. He dishes it to Booker. Chandler is screen. Another shot. He kicks it to Booker. And another shot. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Ball inside. The shot's good. 26 points for A-Train.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Knight on the wing. 6 points for him. Booker, right side. Chandler is screen. Lets it go from deep. Devin Booker, and that's good. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Hart the pass to Kuzma. Inside, deflects the pass. Williams with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Booker, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Booker's got 9 points now in just the second half. Los Angeles has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Ball, the pass to A-Train, and they call an illegal screen here.
He's lost his concentration in the second half, and we can see that in the turnovers piling up. Before the break, he had just one. Now he's got a...
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. All runs point with Contavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. The young pair of Ingram and Randall are at the forwards. And it's A-Train in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
The free throw off from A-Train. Well, Clark, you had the distinct honor of playing horse against the former president of the U.S., Barack Obama. You lost that game, I don't want to remind you, but I want an honest answer. Did you let him win that contest?
Kevin, the deal is that it was an unbelievable privilege to play POTUS. We changed the letters of that game back in 2010, and I let the president up. I gave him life after I had him down, and he took advantage of turning the momentum in his favor. He won fair and square. I did give him an opportunity to win, but he's on top in that matchup, and I think it ended up being good television. And while some of my former teammates look at me with disdain for having lost a horse game to the president, I think it was all intended to end just the way it did.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Caldwell-Pope passes to A-Train. And referee play review is something that is still relatively new in the NBA. Clark, do you think it should be expanded?
I think we should continue to modify and refine it and be careful to not look to overdo it. But we also want to make sure we're using it productively and prudently. So modify it, refine it, evaluate it each year, and try to make really good use of it in the areas where it can be most effective in enhancing the calls that are made in the game.
Ball dishes to Caldwell-Pope. He feeds it to Randall. Back to Caldwell-Pope. There's a screen. The pass to A-Train. Buck 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Payton outside. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ingram with the steal. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go.
My goodness. How about that endless wingspan of Ingram? I mean, really causing the opposition a lot of problems.
And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Jackson setting the pick here for Payton. Booker with no one around. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Passes to A-Train. And recently, the NBA changed it so announcers for teams no longer get a vote in league awards. Not an easy decision for the league to make, Clark.
No, it wasn't an easy one, but I can understand that. There's always the potential for bias when you're associated with a particular team, but there's also some expertise that you no longer have now because of that rule. So it's a delicate balancing act, and I don't mind at least giving it a shot for the league to do it this way.
Here's Chandler, goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Ingram kicks to Caldwell-Pope. There's the screen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Elfrid Payton.
And you really got to be in awe at the way that Kentavious Caldwell-Pope plays defense. So disciplined in this era of three-point shooting to kind of stay home on fakes and playing great position defense. He just sticks to his man like glue.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for A-Train, and it's Dang in for Julius Randle. Harrison kicks to Bender. Nailed from three-point land.
Really a thing of beauty seeing Bender work off the screen. I mean,
and Los Angeles with some changes. A-Train comes in for Ivica Zubac, and Julius Randle subbed in for Luol Deng. And then for Phoenix, Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Dragan Bender. T.J. Warren comes in for Jackson, and Knight subbed in for Harrison. Here's A-Train. He's covered by Warren. Here's A-Train, and he slams it one-handed.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
And with Caldwell-Pope, it's not like he's playing defense on just anyone. Greg, he usually draws the opposing team's top scorer as his nightly assignment.
Yeah, and he's earned that responsibility because of his play. I mean, typically plays a ton of minutes and never slows down during the game. All around, fantastic defensively.
Warren on the wing. Chandler outside. Now, here's Warren. Tight defense on him. Ingram with the steal. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. Tries again. Good on the bucket. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Warren the pass tonight. Booker outside. Here's a screen by Chris. Baseline jumper. And the shot falls short this time.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Now, here's Ball. He's guarded by Knight. Ingram with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's A-Train, and that one is hammered home.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Now here's Ingram. Randle dishes the ball. Here's A-Train. Phoenix grabs the mess. Chandler's got 8 rebounds in this game. Looking to end the run, and there's Booker on the assist by Warren. 19 points for Devin Booker.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're ahead by 30. 1:51 left in the fourth. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, A-Train.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. And here is Ball. Pass to Fry. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's A-Train. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. A-Train's got 39.
And Wells has no problem giving up his body, guys. Gotta love how he creates for his teammates. That's unselfish.
Now here's Knight. He's tightly guarded. And out of bounds is Los Angeles Kings possession.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And tonight's win will put them up 2-1 in what has become a really intense season series, giving them a tentative edge here with one still left to be played against Phoenix.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for A-Train.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Well, the NBA has made some adjustments to prevent the hack-a-shack strategy, fouling big men who can't make free throws. It still happens. Clark, is it always going to be a part of the game, do you think?
I think it will be part of the game, and I don't necessarily like it. I would much rather see the rule be changed because I think it just enhances the quality of the product. Some would argue the strategy should be on board for poor free throw shooters. I disagree.
41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Glenn, a screen. Here's Daniels. That's tipped. Here's Wells. And there's the feed to ball. Dishes it to Fry. Down low. Lays it up off the glass.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Knight kicks to Daniels. Feeds to Len. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Here's Hart. Here's A-Train. And the miss. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control after it. Flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about makes it up for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Olman. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Let's go, baby.
DJ, fantastic game.
Thanks.
Listen, Kevin and the guys want to talk to you back at the studio. Right this way.
Let's do it.
Hey, what's up? This is Kenny. You look great out there in that win, and I believe you set a season high in scoring, young man. Is it fair to call this your most complete game?
Wow, Kenny, I did not know about that season high. Thank you. You know, it felt good on the floor offensively, but I knew there were a few defensive positions where I could have been sharper. And really, I'm just happy to contribute to the team when I'm out on the floor, and I think I was able to do that tonight.
Well, you did a great job of it. Keep up the good work.
DJ, you're up next. Let's go.
Okay, you got it.
Remember, DJ, keep it simple.
I got this, Hannah.
Your rebounding has been solid lately, not just tonight, but over the last few games. Are you doing anything different?
Nope. Just doing what I always do.
Which is what?
Which is play harder than everybody else, man. Hold on real quick. You know what? Cleaning the glass do really give a man a thirst. Much better.
So I take it your play tonight had something to do with ingesting that Gatorade.
Hey, hold on. You said it, buddy, not me.
Does that include your teammates?
What was the question?
Does the everyone you're playing harder than include your teammates?
You know what, bro? No comment, man. No comment. We all good here, fellas?
Hey, next time, don't rip your teammates after a win.
No comment.
Oh, the very fact that you say that means you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I said no comment.
Oh, would you stop? The cameras aren't even around.
Oh, they're always watching me, Hannah. That's right, DJ. Cameras are always... I'm coming.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. And of course, with tonight's game, we'll be watching DJ on the floor. His love of music very well known already. Guys, just how important is the relationship?
Yo, look, DJ, this fancy Japanese toilet trying to spray water in my booty, man. It's too complicated. Where the buttons at?
There are no buttons,
What?
B. That's why we got it. Just talk to it.
Talk to it like a person?
Right, yes.
For real? Yo, Mr. Toilet. Ow! DJ, there's something back, man. It's that witchcraft.
DJ, that's that
That
movie
voodoo.
it's talking about.
You crazy, man.
B,
DJ,
B,
DJ, look
that's
at the
why
movie.
we got the toilet,
Yo,
all right?
Toilet,
So we
what's
can
the
talk
meaning
to
of
it.
life, man? What's P Fresh really about to be up to? Yo, Toilet, what came first, the chicken or the egg? You know what I'm saying? But who crossed the street?
Hey, B.
Who done crossed the street?
Hey,
the egg?
B, I gotta go,
Toilet.
man. I got a game I gotta prep for.
DJ, you still there? What's wrong with you? Why you listening to me? Use the bathroom, you nasty. Man, peace.
All right, peace.
DJ, I thought you'd never get done with that call, man. Come on. What do you think?
All right. What was that move you were doing? Because I might do that in the fast break. What's that?
Right.
It's like pray man.
Pray man's hands.
Okay.
You gotta go low a little, and then move the hips.
Okay.
Oh, you getting it? You
Yes.
getting it?
Stiff, DJ.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't
Come on, let's try it again.
That wasn't
that's, okay. So, nah, I'm gonna go.
Come on,
miss me
man.
on that one. All right, bro.
All right.
Nice try, bro.
Welcome, everyone, to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair, as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Barry. And now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, Paul Millsap has become...
Thank you, D.A. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense. One of the most underrated players in the game. Hey, Brent, 2 monster defensive teams tonight. Premier stoppers on both sides. You're a former scorer. You like a game like this. What do you have to do to get your points, the challenge of scoring?
You know, some of the great scorers in our league, Kevin, do a great job of realizing when a team has put itself in a team foul situation where they can get to the free throw line. So as that happens, great scorers might put more pressure on the defense to force foul calling. Then you go and get some of those freebies. That can loosen up a few things, especially if your defensive stopper suffers through some foul trouble.
And it's always great as a scorer to figure out how you're going to attack them, even though maybe initial roadblock or slowing you down. But you get so much more out of it when you think around the problem and figure it out and get that angle you want.
And how about as a scorer sometimes, Kevin, putting that aside and playing the game within the game and helping your teammates, maybe getting a few more open looks as the attention is drawn to you. Maybe you do your damage a little more subtly, and that's with ball movement, setting up your teammates.
Great point. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Murray and Harris in the backcourt. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. And it's Chandler in at the 3. Nuggets on D, defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really the Achilles heel in that one.
Yeah, you try to put up these scoring runs, and it hurts when you all of a sudden just give away 3 points from the free throw line.
Millsap a screen on Randall. Here's Chandler. It's rebounded by A-Train.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
That's good from Randall on the assist by Ball. Randall's got his first bucket in this one. It's been a slow start here for Denver. Searching for their first points of the game. Harris outside. Oh, that's blocked.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Hart, that's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Denver, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
For 3, Harris buries the long-range jumper.
Outstanding look from the perimeter from Gary Harris. When he gets space to shoot from there, he has no problems with it.
Here's Hart, guarded by Harris. There's the pick. Here's Ingram. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Brandon Ingram, the 2nd overall pick in 2016 out of Duke. What do you make of his rookie season?
You know, very much a work in progress. You have to remember how young he is. Didn't turn 19 until 3 months before the draft, and he's still rail thin. So he's got a chance to improve very quickly over the next few seasons as his body continues to mature.
And it's Harris off the drive. Here's Jokic. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
Ball kicks to Randall. Here's A-Train. Jokic defending. Tries it from the top of the key. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well, after nailing the first 4 shots of the game, some relief for the defense. They finally missed one.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Chandler, the pass to Millsap. Double team on Millsap. 5 on the clock. They grab their own miss. And he makes the bucket. Drew contact and gets the whistle, too.
And this is where you got to put a body on Jokic. He's the biggest guy on the floor right now and remarkably strong.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And last season, how about the jump to true stardom that Jokic was able to make? There was a stretch where every game he just looked more and more incredible. Truly gave this team, I think, a franchise player in the blink of an eye.
Ingram with it. Chandler on him. Shoot it. Takes it from 10. And that one's good. Ingram.
And the touch from Ingram on the jumper. No way anyone can stop that from going in.
And for so many fans, Greg, of Jokic, it wasn't a surprise to see his play blossom last season.
And boy, did he. Jokic is so skilled for a big man, having played point guard growing up. Still very young and looks to be a star for a long time.
Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And how about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Millsap against Randall. Jokic a screen. Chandler's shot, good.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Ball kicks to Randall. Over Millsap. And there's Randall on the assist by Ball. Ball's got his third assist on the night.
Really enjoy his work on the inside. The D was there, but helpless.
Murray kicks to Jokic. There's the triple. No good. Shot missing.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Randall's got 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The drive by Jokic. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
That's so nice for a coach to look at his center as a capable shooter. Jokic is just that.
It's Ingram on the wing. Here's A-Train. Jokic defended. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 10.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring him back.
It's Ingram on the wing. To the inside. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
Murray with it. Now guarded by Ball. The shot by Chandler. Wide open. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
In the corner, Murray with it. He feeds it to Harris. There's the pick. Back to Murray. Lets the 3 fly. The Lakers with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And you know what? Up against the weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
You know, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Ball, the pass to A-Train. Shoots. And again, the Lakers no good. The Nuggets trail by 3. Now here's Murray. Last time 14 points for him. Here's Jokic. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Connects from 3-point range.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Tries it from 19. That one is good again. He's 6-5 from the floor with the basket.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And the Nuggets over the past few seasons have done Los Angeles leading by 4. The young pair of Ingram and Randall are at the forwards. All out there with Hart, and it's A-Train in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. Here's Ball, and again, the Lakers no good.
Well executed, great rhythm, You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Jokic kicks to Barton. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked. Here's Hart to the paint. And that one's good. Ingram's got 5.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Lakers.
And the three-point shot above the break has become a popular shot in the league, but not for them tonight. They're passing that one up and just trying to get their offense from closer to the hoop.
Passes it to Hart. It's up a 3. They get the rebound. Here's A-Train, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Jokic. For Los Angeles, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting. Only around a 70% clip on the season.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And really no other way to put it but the Lakers with that dramatic front office change last season around that deadline and new big name leadership. And the hope is that they can escape from what's been an awfully rocky patch here of Lakers history.
Jokic a screen. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by A-Train. A-Train's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ball with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Over in the corner, Randall. That's tipped. A-Train, the pass to Hart. Over Harris. Hart, that's good. Hart's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. And the turmoil for the Lakers up top has certainly been fodder for the newspapers in Southern California.
Yeah, aborted takeover attempts, infighting, court battles. I mean, this has been a soap opera. But one thing is certain, in order to be successful as a franchise, you need everybody on the same page.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Barton outside. The shot is good. It's his 2nd bucket in 5 tries.
Well, the defense opens up just for a quick second, and that's where Barton takes advantage. He jets into that gap and right towards the hoop.
Ball kicks to Randall. It's not going to go for him. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and they took care of business.
Will Barton actually showing signs of strength, willing to take those shots. You know, the defense is all over him.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. Randall a screen on Jokic. From downtown, Hart, that's good. Hart's got 8.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Barton kicks to Harris. Back to Barton. Jokic a screen. Double team on Millsap. Over Randall. Millsap misses. Lakers leading by 8. Now Ball. He had 10 points in the win against Phoenix. Shot on the wing. Randall no good.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Here's Barton, and it's blocked. And here we go. Offensive rebound. Ball with the bucket. And now it's a 10-point Laker lead.
And the intelligence, his overall basketball IQ, Ball just has a knack for being in the right spot, especially when the break is on.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Right, you've certainly been in the public eye for a while as a player, as a broadcaster, an actor in the Jerry Maguire movie. Is there anything else?
So kind of you, Kevin, to bring that up.
I'm just reading the list here.
Yeah.
Right. Is there anything else on camera that you'd really like to do?
Oh, I was in a Coolio video. I don't know if you knew that, Kevin. Coolio made a music video, and I was asked to come down to the studio with the late Malik Sealy, and him and I actually were in the video for the movie's primetime song.
No kidding.
Yes.
How about that? How fun. A-Train, the pass to Ball. And the shot goes in. Ball's got a second bucket tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
To halt the run, the Lakers with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. They set the pick. Here's Hart. And another three for the Lakers.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
Right side Millsap. And it's the Lakers on the break. Randall's running. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Bart. The Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And Julius Randle, that 7th pick back in the 14 draft out of Kentucky, was a 5-star recruit out of high school and was able to help get the Wildcats to the championship round. So this is a guy who is used to the spotlight.
The Nuggets trail by 18. And here is Murray. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Harris outside. Kicks it to Millsap. To the paint. Pass to Jokic. 4 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Now here's Ball. He's guarded close. Hart the pass to A-Train. The feed to Ingram. Over Chandler. And it's Ingram missing. Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Harris kicks to Jokic. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 16 points for Jokic.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
There's the pass to A-Train. Feeds it to Ball. There's the pick. To the middle. A-Train.
And checking out the numbers for Lonzo Ball. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 10 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas. Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key.
Here's Murray, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's not a bad heads-up play there for Murray. Easily going.
And so we wrap up the first half. Lake. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
Yeah, those extra possessions, considering how hard it can be sometimes to find offense, become invaluable.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Chandler at small forward with Millsap the 4. Murray and Harris in the backcourt, and it's Jokic in at the center. Chandler outside. Shoots. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Chandler's got 5 points so far. Lakers leading by 11. Pass to A-Train. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
Millsap sets the pick for Chandler. Outside for Millsap. Jokic a screen. Denver needs to get off his shot. For the three, Chandler. Chandler with another miss.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
He dishes it to Murray. Passes to Jokic. He kicks it to Chandler. Now, here's Jokic. Defense is right there. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Here's A-Train, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
Here's Harris. The Nuggets with another miss.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
No good from A-Train.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Ball with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 14. Pass to Hart. Dish now to Ball. Now the pass to A-Train. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. A-Train's got 5 points in the quarter.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
In the history of the Nuggets, they've had some great stars, guys like Dan Issel, Alex English, and certainly Carmelo Anthony during his time in Denver. But Jokic looks to be that guy for this generation.
Hallman here now for an injury report.
He said he took a big hit on that play and that he may have bruised his sternum. That is such a tough blow to take at the early stage of this season. Hopefully, with it being early, he can recover and help his team down the road. Kevin?
Appreciate that, D.A. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
And sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
And this Nuggets team clearly sees that their future is going to be built around Jokic.
What an incredible season last year. I don't think people realize just how special the offensive season that Jokic had for Denver was last year. He's right up there in the top 5 in terms of his offensive production. They'll need to add some defenders around them, but they have certainly shifted the offense around the incredibly talented passing big man in Jokic.
Murray for 3. They get it again. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 18 points.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Murray gets to Millsap. It's stolen by Randall. Dishes it to Ingram. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 14 points for him.
And he's been hitting from out there. Defensively, you're going to have to change some things up.
The classic catch-22 guy right here. If you key in on him, you're going to open up other opportunities for his teammates to have good looks.
And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Ball, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Well, as soon as the shot was released, Millsap gets off the floor quickly and blocks it.
Chandler. No good that time. Excellent D from A-Train. Lakers leading by 19 points. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Wilson Chandler.
Yeah, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
Outside Millsap. Good on the three-point shot. Millsap's got his first 3 points of the game.
Millsap anticipating the pass there and set himself up for the shot.
Hart the pass to A-Train. Not going to go that time. Good defense by Jokic. Harris outside. He feeds it to Murray. Harris kicks to Millsap. Pass to Murray. Jokic on top. But they recover it.
Come on, Ball.
Murray dishes to Harris. Millsap a screen. Murray with it. Now guarded by Ball. Here's Jokic. Goes back up. Again, the miss by Chandler.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and Ball is an incredibly gifted passer. Just excels at getting his guys going.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. So, Brent, we often talk about role players who give 100%. The Nuggets trail by 16. They've got A-Train. Hart is out there with Isaiah Thomas. Then it's Ingram. And it's Fry in at the four-man position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Barton kicks to Millsap. Good on the triple.
Stretch fours are valued commodities. Millsap has become a consistent threat from there.
To the wing right side. They set the pick. Fry passes to Thomas. He gets it in there. And the Lakers lead by 15.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's two.
Harris with it. Now Thomas defending. Millsap kicks to Jokic. Unloads from 9. It's deflected. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And you have to love seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range J, a lethal scorer who nails these shots with consistency.
Millsap left side. Over Hart. Here's Jokic. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Brent, there are a lot of great passers in the NBA at that starting center position. Seems like it's something that is more and more valued these days, but the best of the bunch might be Jokic. Some people feel great passer and vision.
Yeah, incredible the way that the offense last year transitioned around such a young and relatively unproven player at that position. But he can pass over the top. When he gets it on the block, he'll play at the top of the key. And I love how the guys around him are encouraged to cut when he has the basketball.
Chandler is screen off the pick. Up again. The Lakers with the rebound. A-Train's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Thomas with the ball. Now guarded by Barton. Here's A-Train. And he can't bank that one in. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pass to Jokic. 13 feet away. Got a piece of it, but he stays with it.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Here's A-Train. Here's Fry. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 19.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
Yeah, second chance points are demoralizing, especially after you worked hard to get the stop in the first place.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
They've also taken care of some of the details in this game, and that's why they're ahead.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Randall's checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Murray's checked in. Jokic's screen. Can they get it? And there's Murray on the assist by Harris. And that's now 11 points for Jamal Murray.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Kicks it to Ingram. The pass to A-Train. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. A-Train's got 10 points here in the second half. And out of bounds is Los Angeles Kings possession.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
Lakers leading by 22. They set the screen. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 16th rebound on the night. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
Here's A-Train. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Hey, Brent, in other sports, later draft picks often become all-star level players. That seems to be much more rare in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
I'm not sure, Kevin, and there are a lot of great finds for NBA teams in the second round and even late into the second round as guys who make solid contributions not only to their team right away because they might be more mature players that are passed over because the young guys show potential. I think that scouts do a great job of finding that rare talent. Maybe they're selected a little bit more early than they would be in previous drafts. There's much more information out there for GMs to get at.
And the basket by Harris.
And that's why you run the pick and play, shake somebody loose, and the result was a clean look from Gary Harris.
Pass to A-Train. Thomas a screen. The feed now to Ingram. There's the pick. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations.
And so he makes both from the line. Hey, Brent, it's been said before that champions have no off season. Thinking about that, what's your take on the balance between resting your body after a long year versus really pushing the strength and conditioning that could take you to another level the next year?
Well, I could throw it back at you, Kevin, and ask you about as you get older and your body changes, you have to do different things, right?
And more, yeah.
Right, so in your younger years, if you don't make the playoffs or in the playoffs, maybe to take 1 month off and get right back into the gym, your body's ready to do that and in tune. Take a player that's 10 years down the road, there's no reason for you to push your body. You can be a little more specialized and be a little more efficient in terms of what you do in the off season to get ready for what a training camp represents and then, of course, the upcoming season.
In other sports, the drafts have so many rounds, the scouts have a lot of work to do, but with only 2 rounds in the NBA draft, Brent, can the GM really just cover most of it?
I think the GMs, at least the smartest GMs, Kevin, have a great team behind them that gets out there, gathers as much information as possible, and does as much in terms of not only the play, but the player, the dynamics of the player, his characteristics, what he's about, to bring all that information to a general manager and present it to him before the draft. Teams do a great job of targeting guys that they think are going to enhance their roster.
And now the international realm comes into play, too.
Well, if I signed you up for my Mediterranean scouting service, Kevin, would you do it?
I do it for free.
I'll see you over there.
Zhang against Jefferson. Here's kicks to Hernan Gomez. Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cans it from downtown.
You can blame some poor defense on that play. Just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
Time now for an injury report.
Unfortunately, it sounds like a very serious injury. That's the end of his night, and he could be out for a while. Not the news he wanted to hear, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
Plumlee with the screen. Here's Harris. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Thomas passes to A-Train. Feeds it to Randall. Here's A-Train. He's guarded by Plumlee. Here's A-Train. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
Big athletic guys like Plumlee. Hard to get your shot over them before they can get their hands up.
That free throw good from A-Train. Hey, Brent, we've seen a number of super teams created via free agency or trade. Do you think that's good for the league?
I think it's great for the league. I think it's awesome to see some of the great players play on the same court together and some of the chemistry that creates. But what's been interesting over the course of the last couple seasons, Kevin, is that we've had these young marquee players stepping up in environments and with organizations now that are must-see TV. So aside from the super teams, there are young players carrying their team to hopefully greater and greater heights that keep you interested in all 30 teams in the league.
Murray kicks to Chandler, and Chandler throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Thomas passes to Hart. Inside, Millsap with the steal. Now here's Murray. He's guarded by Thomas. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Well, one reason the Nuggets have the success they do on the offensive end is that this team is loaded with passers.
Yeah, and amazing that their best passer is their center in Jokic. That encourages so many guys, Kevin, to have energy to move without the basketball. Cut, get an opening, and all of a sudden the ball is in your hands. That unselfish play helped this Nugget team be one of the more devastating offensive rosters in the league.
And it's the Nuggets ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Harris outside. Chandler is screen. Takes the three. Jokic, no good.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Jokic a screen. Now here's Murray. He's defended by Randall. Here's Jokic. Here's Millsap. He gets hauled in by Los Angeles. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Down low, here's Thomas, and it's sent back by Millsap. Stolen by Thomas.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for A-Train.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, A-Train.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever